Okay, hi.
Hi, Asri.
Hi, Julia.
So amazing to see you again.
So happy to see you again, finally.
I know.
Doing good.
I've been very good. Yep. Been busy, but been very good.
I start again for my YouTube channel this year. So, yeah. And
That's
you my very
amazing.
first friend that I invite to Rosita channel this year.
I'm so
You are so amazing.
grateful.
We know each other since long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, before we are 30.
Yes, I know.
Before we are 30.
We're still in our 20s. For Indonesians, like 30-year-olds, you're supposed to have babies and be married.
Okay.
So I was born in Bali, but my mother is from Java and my father is from England. And I grew up in Indonesia, so I was very much used to growing up like in the kampung, right? And so when I came back to Sumba, it really reminded me of like how wild and free Indonesia was before all the tourism started really taking over places like Bali. And I just fell in love with the place and all the people and the nature.
Yeah, and
it's so wonderful.
And mostly you live in Bali, right?
Yeah.
Right now, and you have your own house there. It's beautiful.
I live in in Uluwatu.
And anyway, how do you find Sumba for the first time?
How did I find Sumba for the first time? Oh my god. This story was actually, we were supposed to do a shoot at Niniwatu and I met a friend of mine and he was like, come to Sumba with me. And so when we broke up, we actually went to Sumba together on our breakup trip. That's how I first came to Sumba. And it was very funny because everybody at Niniwatu was like on their honeymoons and we were on our breakup trip. But then after that, I would just come to Sumba and I would just stay in the villages.
Oh, really?
So I would always stay
What is your first impression about that?
Good, like great. Yeah, I met Dr. Klaus and then he gave me like some women to go and meet along the coastline and I started up in Pero and I started going all the way down to Wanakaka and just staying with all the local people in the villages and it was so fun.
When is it on?
This was like a long time ago.
Okay.
And I got to really like see what life was like inside the lives of people in Sumba. And you know, like because I'm unmarried, I had to go sleep with all the girls in the same room. Yeah. And it was always like such a eye-opening place for me. Like I learned so much here about so many things.
How do you feel at the times? You know, you sleep all together with the open house like that. You know?
Yeah, and like cooking the fire.
Cooking the fire. So what do you think of it?
I think one of the most things that affected me the most was like some of the kids that had the impact from malaria.
Yeah.
I was really surprised, like really young kids were getting like brain aneurysms and stuff, and so that was pretty shocking. Yeah, that was super shocking, but it was really fun. Like I met so many girls, like our age. Yeah, they would just like we would just walk around and like do things that they would usually do every day.
And you enjoy the food, the traditional food.
And somebody would always have like a little guitar somewhere. That way they would. And people like to sing.
Yes,
lots of people
because
like to
they have
sing
local song and like they create by themselves. Yeah, it's kind of.
One of my favorite things actually about coming here is coming to your English class.
Thank you. So
I love
we want to talk
so
more.
much.
So we want to move the other place. Right?
Okay.
We are now in the Alamaya Hotel. So beautiful, yeah. So I want to see another corner of Alamaya. Okay. Okay. We will play a song. Talking about Sumba. So yesterday.
You were born in Sumba.
Yeah, yes, born in Sumba. I raised up in Sumba.
What's your favorite thing about Sumba?
All.
Everything.
Everything. I love everything about Sumba.
It's a pretty magical island.
Sumba is like claim now. So, by the way, let's talk about you. So yesterday I just visited your place and you are building a villa and so many locals there work for you. It's amazing and So why Sumba?
Just because I love it so much, and it's still so wild and raw here. Like this morning we were out in the sea, and you just look back at the coastline and there's like nothing there, and everything is still, you know, like I still don't have phone signal at my place. Like I have to come here to use the phone signal. But I love that. Like I love that we can be so far away, but we're only really an hour away from Bali. So. And also brings me back to the real Indonesia. Or the Indonesia that I was used to, which was like a very traditional, natural way of living.
Speaking about the real Indonesia, of course, we are now talking about the real Sumba. So many interesting places in here. Of course, there must be something special about Sumba, right? And what is that?
I think it's the freedom. There's so much freedom here. And it's just like the emptiness as well, and just like learning about a completely, because every island in Indonesia has its own culture.
Yes, that's
so it's like really learning and understanding what each island has to offer in Indonesia. And Sumba is like very rich in culture. There's a lot of stuff that sometimes I'm like, why does this happen? How did this happen?
Because you know, there's so many different village or different. Let's say we are in Lamboya now. It's really different with the Wanokaka cultures and
the language is different.
The languages is
the
different.
Mentality is different.
You're right. Totally, it's different.
So in just one island, you have like, what is it? How many districts here? 4, 5?
Yeah, 4 regions. That, you know, and then every region so many languages is different. 9 languages. Like we have different characters, different cultures, different traditions.
And it definitely taught me a lot how to appreciate things too, because things are not so easily accessible. Like food, for example. Like everybody has to like grow, you know, everybody where I am is like always growing their food in the rice fields.
So do you ever taste any food, like local food? What is that? Do you remember?
I definitely realized that the produce here tastes different to other places. Like especially the rice here is really delicious. Really good. I don't know why. But
did you ever taste some Lamboya food called kadodowiro mixed to cassava, rice, and
I just don't eat meat, but
they love meat.
They do. But there's like, you have like a lot of kalor, which is a superfood. What other Lamboya food have I had here? Simple stuff. Very simple vegetable stuff. There's a lot of really good like fish and octopus stuff daily. Did you make this? I love it. It's very cute.
I
really love the color.
Thank you. This is natural dyes from the bark tree.
Nice.
Like so they boil the water and then make it, and then I want to see like, let's just make it simple as yours.
I don't know.
The blue one. It's cool, right? Okay.
I love it.
You're talking about me, huh?
No,
I'm talking about you. Okay, you are a model. I have to say you are an author. You're great.
Aww,
and then you just finished your book that you dedicate for. I forgot to bring up. Thank you.
We're gonna make one together.
We're going to. That's our next project.
Sumba.
Thank you. I'm happy to work with you, darling.
Yes.
Okay, Julia, so talking about, you know, being young woman, you know, with so many experience, and now you're going to be a businesswoman, you're a mother, you're an adult, and then you want to support the Sumbanese, the local people here, and it's not easy, right?
It's not easy. It's very challenging, but you have to use the challenges as a way to overcome it.
It's not easy to face so many challenges in every time. So every journey has their own challenge, right?
Yes.
And I have to say, you're an independent woman. So what independent woman means to you?
Well, I think what happens nowadays in today's society is like, if you're independent, you're too masculine. But we need to balance it. We can still be independent and still be loving and caring and feminine.
That's right.
Taking care of things. Instead of like, I don't need anybody, you know? It's a different kind of energy. Like we still need each other.
Like there is some people talks like this. Asti, you know you are 30 years old, and then when you got married,
especially in Indonesia, it's definitely not seen as like a very good thing. Like
and they think that you are too picky. That why how difficult you are to start a relationship. We need someone else, you know. Being independent doesn't mean you don't need a man.
No,
so please, guys.
It just means that you just don't do everything that a man would want you to do. You still have your own life and you do your own thing.
Yes.
And when the time is right, then you spend time together.
Being independent woman, it means just being free to speak up your minds, to be creative with your own talents, like be brave to speak when you say like no. Okay, I have to say no. Because I have to say no.
Exactly. Having boundaries.
Having boundaries for yourself.
Knowing what you want.
Yeah. I know where I have to go.
Yeah.
And we have our own purpose of life.
Yeah.
Then I wanna go for it. You know, it's independent.
And you have choices.
Yeah, we have choices.
Have you can say, okay, well, I think that's the most important thing, is being able to choose whether you want to do this or whether you don't want to do this.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that was a hard process, I think.
So many young women like us that getting 30, 30. It's just age. Are you sometimes like feel like I feel lonely? Did you ever feel
all
that?
All the time. I'm like, why don't I have a boyfriend or a husband?
Oh really?
I was like, my boyfriends they're very straight,
yeah.
And you have to join their life. It's not even like halfway. It's like you have to join their life. So hopefully one day I'll find someone that you can co-create together, rather than just following them all the time. But you're also then like, if you have children, like you're responsible for your children.
Of course.
And it stops a lot of the unhealthy patterns in the relationship.
Yeah. Not all the times you feel like, oh, okay, finally that's my happiness life. So many children that you need as a mentality. You have to think twice about that before we get married, and sometimes that's easier for people. Why not? When you will settle down, you work too hard. I want you guys.
I know. My mom's like on the phone. She's like, "Hey, how are you?
Yeah, because we're mom
when are you gonna have a baby?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really good." When are you having a baby?
Okay, so anyway, we were talking about independent women. So, what's the next
and
plan
what about
that you wanna?
What about you? How is it like? How are your challenges? Standing up for yourself and doing everything you love.
Maybe my parents didn't ask me as like when you got married, but I know I know there's so many challenges, darling, because when you start something, you need like your own foundation. You build up first, like your mindset. I do believe the power of mindset, because you will run out from the many culture that been started a long time ago, that how being a woman. Now you are 30 years old now. Aduh, kapan nih nikah? Kok belum? Why people so it's pressure for my own life, like feel like, but now I'm just like fine. Okay, when you get married
soon.
Okay, soon or later, just wait, like
it will happen.
It will happen when it's supposed to happen, like.